Happy New Year! Hi guys, it's Sarah from I Swear I'm Stitching. Today is January 5th, 2024. Sorry, saw something on my table. Had to. Anyways, not a lot to show you. I'll probably go out of order. You know, I had a loose order anyways. I normally stuck to, but it's probably gonna be even loosey-goosier than usual. I was supposed to come last week, but I didn't because my old lady beagle, Amber, she was 14, and you know, she'd been declining for a little while now. She lost a lot of weight, and she had little doggy arthritis, limped around. But she still wanted to go on walks, so she didn't very much because she had a big tumor on her back leg and it bled a lot. So she didn't go for walks anymore past like 6 months. She was still eating well, drinking well, loving her pets. 3 things that dog loved more than anything is being petted, going for walks, and eating. And 2 months ago, she started having little seizures, only a couple. But then on Christmas Day, she had a really, really bad one. And then she stopped eating, and she was drinking very little. So on the 27th, we had to put her down. And that pretty much killed all my joy, all my desire to stitch. I kept busy doing other things because I didn't want to do the things I normally love to do. And then when I tried doing them, I found it hard to concentrate and do them. So I did things that like I got hyper fixated on. Like normally I don't take down Christmas stuff until like 2 weeks after Christmas, but one day I literally took everything down, including the tree, which I never do. I leave that for my husband. But took the tree out, dragged it out, did everything. I did a puzzle in 2 days. I did a diamond art painting in 4 days. And then I did a few little projects, things that I could really just get lost in because I didn't want to dwell and whatever. The nights are hard because I go to bed and then all I do is think about my doggie and it makes me sad. She was my little baby. Like I said, we had her, she was 14, we had her for 13 years. Sure, I have a picture of her on my phone because I took a lot of pictures of the dog. Oh, that's her sister. That was us on Christmas, right after she had her seizure. Little baby girl, Amber. She was, I got her at the shelter when she was around 1. For our 9th anniversary, I think it was. My husband was outside on the back making, what was he doing? Was he building something? Can't remember now. And I just walked out on our back porch and I yelled down, "Hey, I'm getting a dog." Because I saw the shelter had like a half weenie, half something. And I was like, I'm gonna go get that dog. And when I got there, they said, "Oh, that dog's been adopted." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And they said, "Well, you want to pet our other dogs?" And I don't want to be an asshole and be like, "Nah, I'm out." So I went out and I petted all the dogs that were at the shelter. And there was a beagle who jumped up on me and was like loving up on me. And I was like, "Oh my God, you're the best." It was a little boy. And I know it's so stupid, but I don't like boy doggies because I want to rub the whole belly and boy doggies have weenies. Now, you know I like dicks, but I don't like dicks on my dogs. But I was like, "Oh, it's a cute freaking dog." But then like literally 3 dogs later, there was this little skinny red beagle and she just sat there looking at me. And she was the only dog in the entire yard who didn't bark, who didn't jump on me. She just looked sad and I was petting her. And then I stopped petting her to the next dog and she just kind of sadly watched me leave. So then I went back into the office and I said, "I want that sad beagle." So that's how I got Amber. She won me over with her sad eyeballs. But yeah, so then but it took 3 weeks of fighting with the shelter to get her. I don't know what the deal was with them, why they took so long, but we finally got her and she was our baby for 13 years. So basically what I'm getting at is there's not a lot of stitching to show because I did try a few times and I got very few stitches in. And then when I tried to, I was like, I think I could actually do some stitching today. I messed up so much. I could not count stitches. I had to frog one section so many times that I just put it away. I got so frustrated. It was so annoying. So I'll show you what I did to, so there's gonna be no order, no like stitching first, then this, and then this. Just gonna be like, here's everything I've done. So the first thing I did to keep my mind off things is for my friend Stephanie. After I couldn't have my surgery, sent me like a, what was the word? Not consolation prize. But she sent me a gift, like, you know, that sucks. It was the Dick valve covers that I use for my straws too. And I have, not on this pencil, but I have one on a pencil on my desk. And Dick puzzle. So I did the Dick puzzle. And I already took it apart because I love doing puzzles, but I'm the kind of person, like, when I'm done with something, I want to keep it. And I didn't, as much as I love my Dicks, I couldn't see myself framing this. So I just put it back in the box and I'll figure out who to give it to. My daughter, they have sex week at college, and I said, I know this isn't really sexually educational, this puzzle, but if you want to take it to one of your clubs and see if they want to keep it for like sex week is something fun to do. She could take it to college and leave it at the college. So we'll see. She's going back this weekend. Anyways, there's me and the Dick puzzle. And like I said, it took me like 2 days. And then there's the Dick puzzle in full. And then there's my favorite. My two favorites are the vagina miner, because my husband's a coal miner. And the Diplodocus dinosaur dick. Yep, that's me. I had a lot of fun with that one. And then for Christmas, my college kid, got a set of diamond art paintings. She got a set of 4 and then like a different one. And I said, hey, can I have one to work on, because I need something to take my mind off of everything. And it's kind of like a puzzle, but also kind of like cross stitch, because, you know, it's colors, but I don't have to count anything because it's on the canvas. So she picked one out for me, and it was a good choice because it's a Klimt painting. She got a set of 4 that's famous paintings with a black cat. And the one she picked out for me was a Klimt. And it's like, oh, what is the painting called? It's like Flower Garden or Cottage Garden, or it's flowers and then it's got a black cat in it. So there it is. That one took me about 4 days to do. Oops, sun's there. And I don't know what I'm going to do because I don't see myself framing this either. I was thinking of just tacking up. You can't see it on what I'm putting over there. We have a white cabinet where I keep all my knitting garments in the drawers. And then an actual cabinet part is some of my sewing material, and then like all of our board games. And so I'm thinking on the door of tacking it on the inside of the door. So it's, because it's super cute. Look at that stupid black cat among the flowers. And it's shiny and super cute. And I don't want to just like throw it away. But I don't want to like frame it. So I might just tack it up so that when we open board games, I'm like, oh, there's the cat I did. So that was fun, she says skeptically. I don't see myself actively doing these. Like, I think when I get really depressed and I have because I know people get depression is different for everybody, and my depression also fluctuates. Sometimes I just can't do anything, and sometimes I need to do something that literally shuts my mind off, and puzzles and this shut my mind off because it's like I get hyperfixated on them and there's no thinking to them. It's just match color, match pieces. So I think it's nice my kid has a few of these, because if I need to do something mind-numbing, this is perfect. But like when I was done, I wasn't like, whew, what's my next one? Like when I'm cross-stitching, I'm like, what's my next project? Or when I'm sewing, like, what quilt can I do next? It was fun. I will say that this one has like what are they called? Pips? I have no freaking clue. They're circular. And I kind of like to think I would like the square ones a little more. I think that might be a little more satisfying to put down because they don't really fit together. And like sometimes when the wood fits better, you hear like a snap, and that snap sound was very satisfying. And I'm wondering if the square ones have more of a snap when you do it, because that snap was like, got into my soul. It was like, oh yeah, it was like a nice feeling when I heard it snap. I don't know. But yeah, so there it is. How shiny that is. I understand why people like doing it. It was fun. It was. But it didn't leave me wanting to do more. You know what I mean? So yeah. It's over here so I can hang out. Let's see, what else did I get done? And then I needed more little, like, something to do. Oh no, I dropped you. Get back up. I needed more, like another. I like to EPP, English paper piecing. And I was like, I haven't done that. When I was putting all my, my current EPP, it's like years old, quilt project into that bag I got from the Missouri Star Advent. I was like, I want to do some EPP. And then my dog passed, and I was like, well, I don't want to do anything that I enjoy doing. But when I was done with those, the puzzle and the diamond painting, I was like, well, you know what? I'm going to do EPP but I'm going to do something small because it's very repetitive, you know, just sewing, cutting, sewing. So I decided to just do a little, like, notions pouch. I made it too small because, again, my brain wasn't functioning properly. I should have made it one more row down. Oh, I'm shaking. And then I interfaced it in this tiny little bag. So it's like, I'm not sure why I interfaced it. But so inside is not very big. I just used some spare purple fabric I had. So there it is. There's my... And then you could tell I was not functioning properly because when I did the zipper up top, I did fairly well on this side. And this side, I don't know what I was doing. I got like super like all over wonky. And I mean, I don't care. It's a zipper pouch. And it's mine. So it's not like I'm sending it to anybody. But yeah. So I did that. That was a project to take my mind off things, you know. The cutting of the hexies, making of the hexies, the sewing of the hexies. It's so satisfying to do EPP. Let's see, what else did I do? Oh, then, so there was this from that Missouri Star Advent. So I did this, but so I've done all the kits that came in the Advent except for that bag, like purse with the handle. I'll do that. Last night I was thinking I might do that. Next time I need something that's I can do in a day to keep busy. I might not ever use it, but it's a project I have the materials for. Anyways, but I didn't want a pillow. Back to this. Because I have plenty of pillows. So I thought, well, I do need another project bag. Because I just started another project and I need a bag for it. So I'm going to make it into a bag. So I did that. Now, the kit came with the pre-cut interfaced hexies. Right? They were cut weird. They were not even in size or shape, consistent in shape. So they're wonky. And then I just did it like the pillow here, and I sewed around the, so I made the elongated hexies, ironed them on the fabric, sewed it down, made the bag. And then afterwards I realized that somehow in the whole process, one of my hexies got wonky, and so now it's going to drive me crazy that one of them is cockeyed. But oh well, what can you do? But I did not enjoy this. I had to glue the hexies onto the interfacing. And what I have learned is I do not like glue basting. I freaking hated glue basting. I know a lot of people glue baste their hexies because it's fast. I'm a sewer. I'm going to stick to sewing my hexies. I don't know if that would have worked on the interfacing. I didn't even try it. I just did it like I said to do. Glued it. Oh my God, I hated that so much. I feel like it made the whole process so much longer than it needed to be. And I had glue all over my hands. I don't know how people do it. I did not like it. So I'm going to stick to my sewing method of hexie making. Like I did with this, which was so much more fun. But, and the fabric I used for both the Hexie projects is the, I don't know what it's called. It's the Fat Quarter. Nope. It's Charm Pack that came in that Missouri Star Quilt Advent. But yeah, so I learned I don't like sew basting my Hexies. Stick with sewing them. Glue basting, I mean. Stick with sewing them. But the rest, you know, went smoothly. It was a tedious sewing them down. Oh, I see a thread. I don't have a scissors over here. So ignore the thread on this. Anyways, I'll just show you what it is. There's my pillow. And there's the wonky. Look at him. What happened there? When I ironed it, before I sewed it down and ironed it. I swear to, there's my loose thread. I swear everything was even. I swear it was. So I'm not sure when that happened. But oh well. There's my bag. And I just used spare purple I had. Same thing for the inside. I used a pink, because I'm running low on zippers. There's pink in here, so I used pink zipper. And then on the inside, I literally, because this is the purple I wanted to use on the outside, which I think would have blended too much in with that purple, but so it worked out well. But I didn't have enough for this for full inside, so I used a light purple as well. Like I said, just, it's inside a bag. I don't give a crap. It's just spare fabric. And then for the pull, I had spare Hexies from the quilt I'm working on, and I just double side interfaced them together and then did a little sewing around the edges to make myself a little Hexie pole. And there's my bag. And I only put batting on this side where the sewing is. This side has no interfacing, no batting. Because I'm a lazy bag maker, and interfacing makes things stiff and it makes things take longer for me to do. But anyways, so I just used, so you can see the stitching, I used like a cream around the edges, and you can see they're not perfect. Is that another thread? Oh, okay. So there's my bag. Oh, that's a bad sew job up there. Anyways, this is the bag I made, the project bag I made, which is currently housing the new project I made it for. Can you hear my stomach grumbling? I drank too fast. Now it's got bubbles in it. All right, so that's all my, oh no, I did FFO something. 2 things. So I got this from the dollar store, God knows when. And usually it has a Christmas cross stitch in it, like a tree. And I decided when I was putting down all my Christmas stuff that I was gonna, I purposely didn't attach it inside because I thought, well, this will be good. I can just pop things in and out for different seasons. So I found only 2 projects that would fit and look decent in them. And so I finished them. So this is, I don't know what the fabric is on this. It's been a while since I finished it. I also am mad that I didn't pull it taut when I was finishing it, but it's glued in the back, so I'm screwed. But anyways, it's Winter Woodland Keeper from Barbara Anna Designs. I have no idea what the fabric is. Again, I can't remember. It's just on foam board with a little bit of batting. And then it's my winter piece put up after Christmas. And it just pops in, and it's a little bit snug, so I snap in the corners, and boom. That hangs up. And then I also went ahead, and because this can tuck behind, glued on more twine on this side so I can hang it this way for Thanksgiving. And I could put Thomas from Not Forgotten Farms in, like that. This, ignore that, it'll be tucked behind when it's hanging up. It'll hang up like that. And did not do that corner so well. See, like tuck that corner in and then snap it in. Don't you love how you finish something and then you notice all your screw ups? Okay. And that's, this one I know is on 36 count Forgotten Farm. 36 count Fortnight Fabrics and Moccasin. So see? Okay, Thomas. Slow your roll. So there we go. There's Thomas. That is popping out because I did a horrible job at measuring it. I may put one, oh, there we go. His bottom end wasn't it. Anyway, there it goes. So he has to go back into the decorations box and my Foxy. Fox Deer Woodland Keeper from Barbara Anna Designs. I'll go back on my wall. Oh, stupid sun. Thought I was getting here before the sun hit the window, and I was wrong. Because bonus child's coming over for some gaming and visiting. They both, well, my kid goes back to college this weekend, and then bonus kid goes back to college next weekend. I think they're like 4 or 5 days different. So we're spending some quality time together. And so now I do have some whips. I do have some things to show you. So in my new Pexi bag is kind of a tight fit because it's got my 11 by 11 Q snap in there. There we go. Did I put the print pattern in here? I think I did. Aha, there it is. Is my 7 colorful birds from DMC. That was sent to me by Sheila from, Mrs. Stitches. Let me write that down so I can link her. Because my son loves birds. So I'm doing this for him, and I will turn it into a pillow for him. And I'm starting in the middle, which is not so fun because it's a lot of black and gray. But this was my New Year start. It was supposed to be my New Year start. And obviously things happened and I wasn't in the best frame of mind. So I did indeed start it, but it's got so very few stitches on it. I don't have my note card with all the pertinent information in here. But this is on 18 count Ada Sunrise Shibori from Kaylee of Kaylee 10 Stitch of the Stitch Shop. Sorry, not the Stitch Shop, the Sewing Shop. Sorry, Kaylee. But that's literally all I got was the part of the bird's tail and his little feetsies and part of the branch. Look how pretty that fabric is. And I'm doing it 2/1 because I probably could have done 1/1, but I wanted it's gonna be a pillow. My son's probably gonna use it, so I want it to be nice and sturdy, thick. But look at that pretty fabric. God, that's stupid sun. Ugh. Look at that. Look, Jesus. Like the friggin'... God, I'm blinded. It's got a spotlight in my eyeballs. Thought I planned this well. Look how pretty that fabric is. But yeah, that's about all I could get done. That's all I could muster that day on the 1st. But at least I didn't mess up my counting on it. So, like I said, it's a tight squeeze in this bag because... But it does fit. This is the bag I made for this project, so I'm glad it does fit. I just have to wrangle it in a little bit. See? Should have done like a bird themed bag, but how many bird projects am I going to do? Who knows? And then I worked on this is, I did not work on this. Why is this over here? Because I was going to work on it and I didn't. Because remember, this year I was going to do my own styles of Witchy Stitcher, Cryptid, and Supernatural. So I set them out before everything bad happened. And I didn't touch the Cryptid one. That's this one. That one. Let's go back over here where he did not get touched. And I tried to do my Supernatural style. For the love of Pete. And this is from Witchy Stitcher on 32 count linen and After the Harvest from Bestitch Me 2/2. I'm using Anchor Black and then the called for DMC. And I'm starting, I tried to start with, I'm not going to have her, am I? The Siren. Let me go through my pictures on my phone and see if, there we go. Okay, yeah, so I was starting, oh my gosh. Tried to start with the Siren. And then tried to start in that corner. And that is all I got because one thing, I didn't put this fabric in very well, so it leans, and that made it apparently hard for my brain to count. I just see where I screwed a stitch up right there. I'm just gonna leave that, I don't care. But I miscounted. You see where the holes are bigger, and I had to rip it out twice. And finally I gave up. I was like, nope, can't stitch, can't do it. I got just that done. So God knows if I'll keep up with this Sal, because I'm already starting off badly. I wanted to have one each block done a month. I mean, at that rate, I'm not going to finish either of these in the year. But it'll be a good amount of progress. So we'll see. Oh, I angrily zipped that. It wasn't the project's fault. And then on New Year's Eve, I was going to start my Owl Forest Embroidery Dinosaur Forest. That was my plan. So, yeah, that didn't go so well either. I center start my Owl Forest. It's only my second one because they are very frugal with their fabric. And I want to make sure it fit, because if worse comes to worse, like, I can not do the border and I'll be fine if it doesn't fit, because my whale just fit on the fabric, and just fitting on the fabric made it kind of a bitch because to put in a Q-snap. So before I started this like weeks ago, I prepped it by sewing on the very, very edge, so I didn't use up a lot of fabric. I just sewed scrap fabric onto it to, you know, make it so I could Q-snap it. But yeah, that was my start on New Year's Eve. Started in the middle, and that's all I got. That's literally all I could bring myself to do. It's kind of sad. But what can you do? You do what you do. You do what you can do. You do what feels good. And I wanted to start this on New Year's Eve, so I could say I had a start in my brain and achieve my goal, and I did. What else was there? There's that. Oh, then there's At the Met, which, you know, I was like so super stoked about. I'm working on it with Julie from Kansas City Girl in Colorado World, and she's making good progress. Hers looks beautiful. That sounded, I'm jealous. Maybe I was a little jealous because I was really enjoying mine, and I was like, oh, I can't wait to see, because they're going to look, well, they should look pretty much the same because we're doing it on the same fabric. But, so I've had to live vicariously through her when I go on Instagram, and she would text me her progress, because I have not touched mine in like a week or so because sadness and dog. But there she is, At the Met from Mirabilia. She is who I will try to focus on for the winter months, the winter season. And it is on 32 count Crimson Peak by Jodi of Steel City Stitchers, using the called for threads. That's what I got so far. That's it. I wanted to get that part done before everything fell apart. Oh my God, look at me, I'm glowing. I'm like a friggin', I don't know what I am. But anyway, so I should just scoot down. Hold up. What makes it? What is it? What do we think? What do we think? Is this gonna work? Oh, it's gonna work. I scooted. Now you see my dirty kitchen. Ignore that. You don't see that. You don't see this. But there she is. That's her so far. I don't know why my stitching looks, I think it looks, maybe I'm just being hypercritical of myself, but I think my stitching looks atrocious. Oh well, there she is, and I really hope to get back to her soon. So that is that. That is all my pathetic little stitching that I didn't have the heart to do over the past week and a half. So my goals, my plans, my hopes, my dreams are to focus on the Mirabilia for the winter. Once I do get my mojo back, I'm hoping to stitch on her every day for like at least a thread or two. And then I might follow suit with other people like Janet Jabber and other floss tubers. Oh, I didn't put my thingy's back. And I might like have days, like designated, like my Witchy Stitcher. Maybe I'll have Witchy Stitcher Wednesday, where I focus, I do a thread or something in my mirror, and then I focus on the Witchy Stitcher on Wednesday. Maybe that'll help get me through the thingamajiggers. Because I have those I want to do for sure. It's Witchy Stitchers, Mirabilia. Oh, there was something else I wanted to do in the month. Oh, I really want to work on my son's birds. There's 7 of them. If I can get one done a month, that'd be great. So what's birds? There's no days that start with B. Or C for colorful birds. Or E for Eli's birds. I don't know, I'll figure it out. But maybe I'll assign a couple days. Maybe not every day. Like maybe Wednesdays is Witchy Stitcher, some Monday is like the birds. And then I really enjoyed my Hexie pouch. And when I was putting my Hexie project back in its bag, my quilt, which I don't have a picture of, I'm sorry. I was like, man, I really should do that. It's been like a long time since that project's years old. I should really work on that. So maybe I'll spend like a designated day. There's no days that start with H either for Hexie. Or Q for quilt. But maybe I'll pick a day, like a Thursday, and work on the Hexie quilt. Something like that. I'll have to think about it. And then, let's see. So plans. Those are that plans. Next week, I will come at you with the whip parade. I'm trying to get back in the swing of things. Maybe if I do a whip parade, maybe it'll get me, stand up. Maybe I'll get my mojo back for stitching. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll find the joy and comfort in it. I know a lot of people stitch and it brings them comfort. But for me, it's something I don't know. I couldn't bring myself to do it. I don't know, it's weird. I don't know if it's the counting or what. But it's not as easy to get completely lost in stitching for me. Okay. Oh, do I have that? I did. Right around Christmas, before everything got bad, I went through my craft books and I counted all my finished projects for the year. Thought I'd share that with you. I'll start with the non-stitching. I'll save that for last. I knit 3 pairs of socks and 4 baby hats. I made 9 or 10, I lost count, quilts. I made 4 pillows. I had 1, but now I have to change it to 2 because I made that Hexie. 2 project bags, 1 notion pouch, 4 face masks, 4 hot pads, 3 heating pads, 1 ornament, 1 felt bird, 1 infinity scarf, 1 key fob, 1 pin cushion, 1 fabric tree, 4 tile coasters, 1 choker, 1 diamond painting, and 61 cross-stitch projects. So I finished 61 cross-stitch projects this year, and then a slew of other crap. I didn't realize I did so many quilts. I mean, it makes sense. I did my nephew's quilt, 18th birthday quilts for all those kids. Did I count my son's quilt? It's not finished. The quilt top is finished. That may be why I put 9 or 10, because I may not have counted my son's quilt top. It's not quilted and bound yet, but the quilt top is done. Yeah, so I was busy. 61 cross-stitch projects finished. Granted, like 20 of them are Quirky Quakers, and they are small, but they count. And that's not counting FFOs. That's just finished cross-stitch projects. So that was fun to go through my books and count. Sorry, I was looking at it again. Let's see what else to talk about. Giveaway winners. 1, Karen? I'm sorry, Karen. She got a hold of me, so I have her address. So the one who won the patterns, the non-American, never contacted me. So I drew again with the random number generator and crossed threads. You won patterns. So you can email me at isweariamstitching@gmail.com, or DM me on Instagram at Eat My Oxygen, or down below in the mail form, fill that out, and I will send you 2 or 3 patterns, your choice, So, because I can't remember if I said 2 or 3 at the beginning of this giveaway forever ago. And of course, this little corner gauge. So your choices are Quirky Quaker Turtle, Quirky Quaker Butterfly, Quirky Quaker Raccoon, Quirky Quaker Whale, Quirky Quaker Snail, Quirky Quaker Squirrel, Quirky Quaker Owl, the Trilogy Happy Dad Dad Day, and this Be My Neighbor mini quilt pattern. So let me know 2 or 3 of those that you want, and I will have them in the mail in the next week or 2 when I mail the other package out. So congratulations, and thanks for watching. What else? Thank you, Jessie Bobo Stitches, for the shout out on your YouTube. I saw that, feels like years ago now, weeks ago, days ago, on Flossmas before I stopped watching videos. So I basically have like a week of Flossmasses to catch up on, and then the normal Flosstubes to catch up on. I haven't watched anything in a while. Sorry. What happened? So Christmas was good. You know, my doggy had a little seizure, big seizure. So I stayed home with her while my husband and kids went to his mom's for Christmas, and they brought me home some delicious food. And me and my doggy just cuddled and hung out. And then I got some great presents. And let's see, I think these are the only crafty presents I got. So I got these. I bought these for myself after Christmas real quick. 2 potential things to put little finishes in. So that's not Christmas presents, but that's haul. So I guess I'm on haul now. So just things that are like little finishing things that I'm gonna cover up with little projects. So maybe I don't have to turn everything into a pillow for my overstuffed dough. And then for Christmas, I got, there's, are they called applique quilts? What are they called? I can't remember what they're called. Or, damn it. I should have wrote that down. But I saw them on Pages and Stitches. So I gotta write this down so I link her. Where you cut out pieces of fabric and then you like build like a painting out of it. What's it called? Is it gonna be on here? Let me see if it's on here. It's for applique. For like, god dang it. I had it on my wish list, like applique quilts. Oh my god. I don't want to call them like junk quilts, but I know they're not that. It's like you get a... You can make like quilts with like like that, with like their pictures, but they're made up of a bunch of different fabrics. This is not at all. This is going to kill me, and I'm going to show you because my brain is completely dead. I'll just go to my wish list and look at it. Because I had one of the patterns on my wish list, and then the supplies for that is not my wish list. Whose wish list am I looking at? There's my wish list. I can tell because I put a bunch of Switch games on it. My kid got me Baldur's Gate 3, you guys. Like, right before my dog had her seizure, she went on and she said, go check Steam. And I checked Steam and she got me Baldur's Gate 3. I have not played it yet because I can't bring myself to play it. I can't bring myself to get lost in it yet. But I'm super excited and I cannot wait. Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 are probably my top favorite games next to Final Fantasy 8. But anyways. Collage quilt! Okay, so I have this. I had this one on my wish list. No one bought it, but I'll buy it eventually one day. It's Deceased by Laura Heine. But see how it's like, take all those little pieces and you applique them together and you sew and blah blah blah. I don't know. I've never done one before, but it has a list of all the products it recommends you use with it. So I went and put all those things on my wish list. And I got pretty much all those things except the pattern. I got the, what are these called? The Karen K. Buckley medium scissors. And then I got the Steam a Seam double stick fusible web. I got a 3-pack of that. And then I got the Somatic Applique fusing mat. Has the fusing mat and the, what's that called? Teflon pressing sheet. I've actually used a Teflon pressing sheet for, I can't remember now what I used it for. What did I use it for? I can't remember. But, so yeah. So I've got supplies to make the quilt, the collage quilt, but not the pattern. And I think that's all that was listed as they recommend you have. Well, I don't have pattern ease. I don't know what that is. Yeah, that's basically what the things that recommend you have. So I just need the pattern. But it's $30, so I don't know when I'll get that. But that's the one I wanted to try first. I don't know if I'm going to enjoy it. It looks really fiddly, but I thought it'd be fun to try. And with things like this, I put things like this on my wish list so that if I don't like it, I'm like, well, I didn't waste my money on it. It was fun to try. I'm glad someone bought it for me. I appreciate that. But this I've already used, so this is handy. And I can always use sharp scissors. And Steam a Seam 2 double stick fusible web. I'll use it for something if I don't use it for this. So, and then my sister got me some fabric. She got me, what is this? It's a fat quarter bundle. It's a Golden Aster fat quarter bundle by Gabrielle Neal Design Studio for Riley Blake. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. So pretty. Okay, I'm not good at showing things. Okay. Oh, I love that one. Sorry, I'm licking fingers gross. Look at the color. Oh, look at that yellow. That's a pretty yellow. Look at that. Ah. This one. I like this one. Ah, the leaves. And then some boring stuff. I mean, pretty color, but yeah, boring. Is that it? Yep, that's it. It's a fat quarter bundle. Oh, I love that one. I love this one. I would like a dress out of that. So those are my Christmas presents, my haul. No, I lied. I have one more gift, which I'm going to show in a minute. But I also bought, a while ago now when it came out, the space sign from Stitchy Goodness, the outer space sign. And there are a few patterns I will definitely stitch, one I might stitch, and then a bunch I'm not going to stitch. For the price, I think the ones I'm definitely going to stitch it was like, what, 30 bucks? Say most patterns are like $5 each. It paid for itself. I'm going to stitch, I don't like this, I don't like the font. Space Glitter from Snail Fish's Stitches. I mean, it's just a simple little space, but I like space. I like planets. There's my big planet cross stitch up there. So I like space, I like planets. So I'm going to stitch that for sure. I like it finished in the hoop. I might do that. Color, I won't do it on black, maybe dark blue. I'm gonna for sure stitch Mother Universe from the Stitch Crypt because she's very cool. Look at her hair. And then I'm going to for sure stitch Saturnade Satellite from Sprouting Lupine. Sorry, I don't want to say that. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that pretty? And then I'm gonna for sure stitch this one because it's just cute and little, and I feel like I could whip this through real quick and turn it into a pillow from Adobo. Oh, You know what? If I do it on small enough fabric and then paint this black, I could fit this on the black hole from Salty Stitches with a Z Studio. If I stitch it on small enough fabric and paint that black, I could put it in this. So yeah, I'll stitch that. And then the most likely probably will stitch, because it's freaking adorable and I love his little cow shirt, is Alien Friend from Black Waltz Stitching. Look, he's wearing a little shirt with a cow on it. I mean, that's adorable. That's super cute. I will probably stitch that. I'm not saying 100% yes, but I will probably stitch that. And the one that's a maybe, I don't know, because black work sometimes, blech, is Wish Upon a Space Dragon, Flossie Fox Shop. I just think it's cute. So I'm not 100% sold on whether or not I will stitch that. And then there was a bunch of patterns I didn't like. So that was my haul. And then last is a gift that my bonus child made me. She made me what she called a grief gift. And it's literally one of the best things I have ever friggin' received. She crocheted me a nun, which in honor of my old lady beagle Amber, I have named Sister Amber. Look, she even had a bracelet with a cross on it. She's not religious. She just had one of these laying around. Someone gave her as a kid, and she was like perfect. Anyways, she's not been crocheting very long. I kept making her make the sign of the cross at people. She's not been crocheting very long. So this is like super impressive, and it's got, so she can stand. She's a little top heavy. So I inserted a small double point needle that I don't use anymore up into her to try to keep her head straight. Look at her little hat, little nun hat. I love her so much. Oh, one of the best things I've ever been given. Now, backstory about me is I am not at all religious. I am bordering on agnostic atheist. I don't know where I stand all the times. Like, not agnostic sometimes atheist. It's just, yeah, not all religious. But I freaking love nuns. I don't know why. I'm always telling people, if I believed in God and I didn't like sex, I'd be a nun. But those are two requirements. But I know I can't commit. But when I was a kid, if there was a nun movie on, like flipping through the channels, I had to stop and watch it. I can't tell you how many times I watched The Trouble with Angels. Love The Trouble with Angels. You guys know Trouble with Angels, right? Oh, I love The Trouble with Angels. I'm trying to find like 1966 has Rosalind Russell and the girl from the twin movie. What is her name? What is her name? Haley Mills. Trouble with Angels. Oh, I love that movie. But yeah, so I love nuns. I don't know why. If I'm out and about and I see a nun walking around, yeah, I will take a picture of her. And my kids yell at me like, "Oh, don't take a picture of the nun." I'm like, "I gotta take a picture of the nun." I've had friends who are out and about and they'll see a nun, they'll take a picture for me. Because just these days, you don't see a lot of nuns just roaming around in full habits. But there's my sister Amber. So yeah, that's one of the best things I've ever been given in my entire life. And I am so thrilled with her. So beyond words thrilled with her. My bonus child did an excellent job with her. And her crochet skills have really, really come along. I don't crochet, but I think it looks great. And I think her skills are rocking it. Stay right there, Sister Amber. And I think that's all I have for you guys. Yeah. Mark some things off. Next week I will be back with a whip parade. I'm hoping that, because to keep myself busy, I've also been organizing and cleaning a lot of stuff. So I'm looking forward to actually organizing and cleaning my project drawer. So I'm going to see if there's anything that's close to, if I buckle down, I can finish it and get it out. At that end of my, maybe that'll be one of my day's assignments, is like something that's close to finish. I'll work on that like a certain day a week until it's done. We'll see. So whip parade next week. Hopefully I pick up some stitching and do some stitching next week. That'd be nice. I don't think I have anything going on that's going to stop me. I do have to take my kid back to college this weekend. But that's just one day. Yeah, nothing else is going on. So we'll see. Thanks for putting up with my moodiness. If you follow me on Instagram, thanks for putting up with my sad doggy posts. I know to some people, it's just a pet. It's just a dog. You know, move on, get a new one. But she was my baby, you guys. She was my baby girl. She is missed every day. So thanks for, oh my God, thank you so much for the kindness from people on Facebook, on Instagram, DMing me. My friend Stephanie sent me a care package with tea and wheat thins because we talked about how our comfort food is like wheat thins. And so she sent me a giant box of wheat thins, tea, a book that I have in my purse because I was reading it at the doctor's the other day. With some stories about some doggies some guy had throughout his life. And that was really, really appreciated. Thank you, Steph. And I've got some wonderful people who have reached out and been shared stories of their furry little soulmates, which is basically what Amber was. And I appreciate it. And if I've not responded, if I've been slow to respond, I'm sorry. Texting not been my top priority. Like I said, I've been doing things to get lost in. Have you guys played Phase 10? They have an app for Phase 10. And let me just say, I did a lot of sitting on my couch, drinking tea, playing Phase 10, completely just like lost in Phase 10. So, anyways. Oh, my son and I did watch the original Muppet movie because I realized I had been remiss in my mom duties. We always watch a Muppet Christmas Carol, and I've never showed them a different Muppet movie. So I was like, bro, we need to remedy this. So we watched it. He loved it, of course. I mean, my favorite is Gonzo. I love Gonzo. I also love Kermit. I don't know how you cannot love Kermit the Frog, but I don't know who his favorite is. But yeah, so that's, now I'm just babbling because I don't know how to end these things. It's been 2 years and I don't know how to end a Flosstube. I need like a sign off. I don't have one. I can't think of anything clever or witty or fun or stitching related. So goodbye. Thanks for stopping by. If you're new, I'm not going to promise that every episode is not depressing because I'm very open about the fact that I do have depression issues because it's a big part of my life. It doesn't define who I am, but it does help make me who I am. So I don't hide it. And so yeah, sometimes I'm down. Sometimes I'm down for no reason. Sometimes I'm down for a reason. And that's where I'm at right now. But anyways, if you're new, I'm sorry, but also not sorry. If you're not new, you know the drill. This happens at the end of every video. Ramble, ramble, babble, babble. So thanks for stopping by. Please come back if you want. I'll see you next week at the Whip Parade. I'm leaving now. I promise. Goodbye.